Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, hopefully all are well. I am Murad Agriculture, Senior Lecturer, Department of Agriculture Studies, Milestone College. Today, this is the last part, that means part 3 of chapter 3, section 1, which is system of animal rearing. You can find these topics in your book, page number 63 to 94. Today, I'll give you the lecture regarding the disease management of livestock, that means cattle. There are lots of disease of livestock, which is bacterial disease, viral disease, parasitic disease, protozoa disease, even some more disease which is like intestine disease, meat-borne disease, milk-borne disease. But this 4 is most important, like bacterial disease, example is black quarter, viral disease, rabies, parasitic disease, lice, and protozoal disease, coccidiosis. You have to memorize this classification of cattle disease on your textbook. This is very important. This disease management is very important. And maximum time, even in final exam, you can get one questions from this one, hopefully. So today I'll discuss some disease of cattle, which is one is foot and mouth disease, next one is black quarter disease, next one is anthrax disease, and the other one is mastitis. This 4 disease is very important and very harmful for cattle breed. It might be for cow or goat, some for cow, some for goat as well, and buffalo as well. And I told you before as well, when any disease explanation or description come in the exam, you have to write 3 major points, which is causes, then symptoms, then control measures. Control measures in divided into 2 types, which is prevention and treatment. So now, first disease is foot and mouth disease, which causes is virus. Due to the viral infection, these diseases occurred. Foot and mouth disease, and this will occur effect in cow, goat, and buffalo as well. So what will be the symptoms? The unique symptom of this disease is, first you can observe small type of blister occurred or present in the foot, mouth, inside the tongue, as well as in between the hoof. That blister, when it's mature, then it will become red and it bursts, and that blisters makes as a wound place and reddish in color, and some type mucus or some type of ooze come from that blister. So this is the foot and mouth disease. This is the main unique symptom of foot and mouth disease. And what will due to the effect of this disease, the cow or the cattle do not or cannot eat properly, because blister found in his tongue and mouth, and that is why it's become very weak. Even the blister found on his foot, that is why it cannot stand properly, and then that cow or that cattle lay down. Due to the blister attack on his mouth, they cannot eat properly, become very weak, and after that, in severe condition, it's become very fever or temperature got high in his body and is severe, and then it may die. Sometimes it may die, but it can be prevented. So this is the foot and mouth symptoms and control measures. What is the control measures? The control measures, I told you, divided into 2 points, which is prevention and treatment. What is prevention? Prevention, that means it can be prevented before the attack of the disease, and treatment after presence of disease. So when prevention is clean the residential area, that means the cattle residential area where they stay or where they live, and always provide disinfect or sanitizer on that place, and even when and provide supplementary feed and vitamin enriched feed, and even the good feed for the cattle. And what is the treatment after affect the disease? When you got the disease, that time use some sanitizer or potassium permanganate, and then feed curry water, and clean that place like the hoof place, or like the mouth, clean with potassium permanganate mixed water or feed curry mixed water. And in severe condition, immediately contact with the vet doctor or animal doctor, which is called animal doctor, veterinary doctor. So this is the foot and mouth disease. Is very very important. Next is black quarter. Is in fact causal organism or causes is bacteria, and the unique symptom of black quarter is you found some swells up in different parts of their body, like big spot like swells up, like it's like a round shape swells up. After the some couple of days, this swells up condition is brushed out and it's become very wound and reddish in color, and blood come out from this place. And due to the attack of this disease, high temperature in his body, that means fever, and then it will not eat properly, become very weak, and then this due to the severe due to the high temperature, the cattle become severe and lay down. And what will be the control measures? Prevention, again clean the place, and proper diet, feed or supplementary feed supply to the pure drinking water supply to the cattle, and treatment, antibiotic injection will be provided. And always remember that after infected dead cattle, you have to bury it underneath the soil. In every disease, whatever it is, foot and mouth disease, black quarter, anthrax or measles disease, if you found that any cattle died, then you have to immediately bury it underneath the soil. So this is the treatment. And you can for black quarter disease you can provide antibiotic injection as well, according to the advice of veterinary doctor or animal doctor. So next one is anthrax disease. Anthrax, this will affect due to the attack of bacteria as well. And when this disease attack to the cattle, that time the cattle release the tar black excreta, that means cow dung looks like tar black, and mucus come from or bleeding occurred from the nose, from the mouth, from the intestine, everywhere, from the mouth, nose, and the ovary, they from the place they bleeding occurred, and the cow is become very his hair is erected or fur is erected due to the high temperature. They are unable to eat, they are unable to stand up and lay down on the floor. This is the most dangerous disease of cattle. After attacking the cattle, this become very die. This become die suddenly. There will be no treatment of this anthrax after infected. So what will be the control with the prevention? Again, vaccinate the cattle breed, then provide clean area for residents for stay, and provide adequate supplementary feed to the disease to the cattle breed. And treatment, I told you, there will be no treatment for this anthrax disease. So you have to vaccinate before the disease. So next disease is mastitis. What is the mastitis? Its causes is a bacteria, and this disease is unique symptom is you can found this disease or this bacteria attack cows or cattle's udder and teeth. So when you see the teeth swells up abnormally, when it affect this disease, that disease swells up abnormally. It looks is not normal size. Then you have to understand that something went wrong there and might be the disease attack on this cattle. And then this is the unique symptoms, and after attacking this disease, the cow make abnormal noise due to the pain on his udder and teeth, and eventually the body temperature become high, that means fever, fur is erected, and that cattle cannot stand up properly and lay down suddenly. And the control measure is prevention and treatment. Prevention, always take or always collect the milks on time and from the udder and teeth, and always what you should do, give the or take the calf to the cow to drink the milk, and that means on the udder there will not more milk present on the udder. So collect the milk proper time, and when this mastitis disease is observed in the cattle, that time clean the udder and teeth properly. When you collect the milk, after that you have to clean or wash the udder and teeth with with lukewarm water, and then dry it with clean cloth. This is the main prevention, or this is the main way to control this disease. And what is the treatment? And this is the treatment. You can contact with the veterinary doctor, and then they give you antibiotic injection or antibiotic medicine for the treatment. So today's lecture is disease management. This is very important. So you can get full questions of CQ, even in MCQ, like bacterial disease example, viral disease example, then causes of all disease. So this is the end of section 1, chapter 3. What will be the summary? I explained first the necessity of livestock, then characteristics of some cattle breed, then characteristics of some goat breed, some terminology as well. Then I talk about the disease management. Then I talk about the livestock feed preserved, which is hay and silage. So memorize it properly, and you can find these topics on page number 63 to 94. Thank you very much.